Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Mama Bear's Homestead and More. Got my coffee this morning. I'm sure you're ready to roll. This ain't coffee. But today we're going to work on little Craig again. Getting super close on him. I ordered some stuff for him, but I think today we can get little Craig as good as we can get him today to be field ready. We're gonna be picking corn with this. We're gonna get him almost field ready as we can today. But one thing I found when I got doing the once over on it is the transmission was low on gear oil, and that transmission has three cavities in it. You got the front half, and then behind your PTO, that's a separate cavity. So you got to bring that transmission oil up high enough, and then it runs into the back compartment and runs in the front compartment. So I think that's what some of our noise was. Just didn't have no oil in them two compartments. So I've already put 2 quarts in it, and that did not fill it up. So I went to town and got some more. So let's get it filled up, get a quart in it. And we can't go real fast because that oil has to go to the other compartments. And if you guys have ever messed with 80-90, it don't flow fast. Ah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can pick that up on screen or not, but you can see the oil actually running to the front. It ain't running out the hole, it's running to the front compartment. So that just tells me that we're not full. Alright guys, if you can see that the oil sitting on the threads, it quit running. It's filled that compartment up, so we're full there. So we got that. We can check that off of our list of things we need to get. It's just got a 1-inch square-headed plug in it, but most of the time these are over tight. There's no sense of cranking these down. Hand tight is fine. Well, just give it a bump. We ain't gonna crank it. Plenty tight. Alright, another little cool thing I like about this little bee, and I'm sure all the bees were like this, but it's got this little lever here. What that does is just locks your clutch down. So with our clutch down, we're going to start this and run that PTO, and when we do that, and then we'll recheck our oil. We'll make sure we don't lose any. So Mama Bear, I got to uncover him. We got to turn the fuel on. Get our choke where we think it needs to be. Turn the key out. Neutral. Let's see if she could hit. Sometimes when I fire it for the first time, it's hard. It takes a while to start because I always shut the gas off and run the carburetor out. So we got to get gas back in the carburetor. Close. find little Craig. We'll give it a minute to warm up before we throw that PTO on, but yeah, such a good little tractor. Alright guys, I went to pull the plug out. I've had the PTO running and it's foaming out on me. It'll be alright. We'll let that foam come out. We'll let that foam come out and then we'll just check it and see where it's at. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out a little bit so we can get into better daylight. So I can work on this PTO. I got sand on the wire brush on the PTO shaft. I've got that slip adapter coming to make it from 1 1/8 5/6 spline 540 to 1 3/8 6 spline 540, and it will be here till Monday. So I can't finish that end of it till Monday, but I can go ahead and get it cleaned up and ready to roll for when it gets here. I can just throw it on and be ready to go. But we're going to take it out, work on that, grease the front end. I noticed I've got a plug here on the steering box, so I want to take that plug out and get a grease fitting in there and get new grease in there. I don't know when the last time that had grease. Maybe 1941. I don't know. It hasn't, because the steering on this thing is super tight. So I know it don't need grease, but it needs grease. So we're gonna put grease in it. Where that rearing grease ran out of the plug, I wanted to make sure I got it off the paint. That's what I was spraying the motor for. It's got a little oil up there around the oil filter. I'm not gonna work on that right now, but eventually I'm gonna pull that oil filter base off, put a new gasket behind it and fix that, but not this time around. We'll do that later. And that's the hard problem with this tractor, is that it's in great shape. So how do I don't want to repaint the tractor. I just want to preserve it. I might blend, like up here on the top of these axles, the paint's wore off, but it's gonna be hard to match that. So I'm gonna have to paint it, but we'll do that when it's better painting weather, a little warmer. These things are hard to get on and off of. That's the only downfall to them.
I was about to say, kind of stumbled there. I was going to tell you, if you fall, all YouTube's going to see it.
But if I was a farmer in 1941, this would be a lot better than a horse, I promise. Alright guys, we got to get this plug here out, and then I got the new one. Got a grease fitting on it, so I got it out. It's a little tighter. sometimes you gotta use what you have. See my pliers, screwdriver, pry bar. They're well, I thought it would work. Okay, before we mess that up, let's get the right tools. I have squirter 8-pointed sockets for this. I just gotta go find them, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, this was pretty cool. This is what I have all my 8-point sockets in and miscellaneous stuff. And the first one I grabbed was the right one. Yeah, baby. Some people call that luck. I don't believe in luck. That guy up there is all the luck I need. But anyway, I have this handy dandy ratchet here. 3/8 on that side, 1/4 on this side. Oh yeah, it does. It gets long handled. So if you got something 1/4 inch that's super tight, just break it off with this, because that chances are that's what would happen. But anyway, we're not gonna break this off, are we, Mama Bear?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna put it up. Yeah, baby. Hey, Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Will you do me a big old fat solid favor?
What's up?
Go get me a Q-tip inside, please. She's a train.
If I brought you just one, you would have needed more.
Well, one is all I wanted, but
well, you
now
get
I
more.
clean my ears. Yeah.
That way, you know.
I bet nobody on YouTube's ever cleaned their ears out.
I bet you're probably wrong.
You don't think so?
A lot of people on YouTube, babe.
There is, but not as cool as us. Actually, there is, but
You really
not
just did
shabby. Not shabby. Pretty good. I didn't know how that was going to turn out.
that. He's all mine, folks.
Yep, bought and paid for. But yeah, see guys, there's no grease in that steering box. One of our RMC friends, they're cutting a tree somewhere, because that was the chipper truck.
Maybe they'll bring us the chips.
That's what we're hoping for. Alright, see there's hardly any to none grease in there. None grease. It's a word, look it up. So, okay, this is a I'm going to say that's 1/4 pipe and an 1/8 inch grease fitting into a adapter. So we'll put it in there just like that. And it don't have to be overly tight, but we're gonna just give it a little plier tight. Some people would probably take this back out and put the plug back in it, but I'm just gonna leave it in there and put the plug back in where that steering shaft that I have for a CA. That's another thing Mama Bear don't really fully know, that we have a lot of parts for a lot of random tractors that we don't have yet. But hey, when God blesses you with tractor parts, it's a blessing. It don't matter if you got that tractor yet or not, but maybe one day you will. So that's the way I look at things. Alright guys, we're gonna grease the little fella now. And you don't have to over grease it. That's probably a plenty. Grease fitting here on the steering. Over grease that one a little bit. That's alright, we'll wipe it off. See it pushing the water out. Pretty cool. Got one here on this. Mama Bear?
Yeah.
Will you crank the steering wheels? Well, no. Let me grease this side since it's already turned that way. And I can get that side greased out. Greased up. Man, this thing's got all kinds of grease fittings. Awesome. Yeah, even the hubs are. Okay, we'll go ahead and hit this grease fitting. And then we're done. For this side. Oh. Cracked the paint off there. Alright, Mama Bear. If I could I get you to turn the steering wheel so I can get to that spindle grease fitting?
I reckon.
Yeah, that's right, Mama Bear. You're my assistant. My tractor helping assistant. Good.
My steering wheel turning was efficient?
Yeah, you did a pretty good job.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
I can sleep a little better at night knowing
Right.
that.
Now, I don't know how well this is going to work, guys, but I'm going to try to pick this corner of the tractor up and have Mama Bear spin the tire so I can get the grease fitting on this side.
Huh.
Like teamwork makes the dream work. She didn't think we could do that. But you know what? We can do anything. All kinds of good stuff. That's probably efficient. Yeah, and blow out the cap. And whenever we do the D17 front end, I know the wheel bearings need some attention. They're loose right now, so we hopefully, if we have to take the hubs off, we're going to drill and tap them for grease fittings, because that's just genius. I don't know why they didn't do that from the get-go. But all right, grease check. What else? Okay, now we got to clean that PTO up. And yeah, come here, guys. I got something awesome to show you. I'm not real sure if the engineers designed it this way, but man, you know, working down on your knees stinks, especially on gravel. But if you got a B or a C, you got an instant knee pad, movable. It goes everywhere. See? Now it ain't hard for me to get down on my knees. But yeah, we got the adapter coming for this. Tell you what, guys, I wasn't gonna do it, but I think I will now. Let's go ahead and take this PTO shield off and clean all this up, and it'll be easier to clean with this out of the way. But we'll put it back on. That's not factory, I don't think. I've never seen one with it. We got our 1/4 3/8 ratchet with the adjustable handle. Probably don't need that adjustable handle, so let's. Well, I hope we ain't through holes. Okay, awesome. Was afraid maybe them were through holes and I was gonna start leaking my grease out, but they're not, so that's good. But we're gonna put the bolts back in the holes so that way we know where they're at. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Get in there, hole. It looks like we've been leaking oil there, so that might be a place we need to tie into when it's warmer. Okay, so now what my game plan is to start the tractor, turn the PTO so it's spinning, and then wire brush it. So, alright, Mom Bear, you watch out. We're about to light a fire in this high performance machine. Neutral. Key on. Close. Clutch down. PTO engaged. I'm gonna give it a little more gas. I'm fixing that right now, guys, because we know what that is.
We do?
Yeah. I've done that to me the other day. It scared the absolute bejesus out of me. Okay. I gotta go to my truck and get my cotter pin set because the throttle rod here, that's the throttle rod, hooks into the carburetor, and that rattle vibrates out, and then it lets the motor run wide loose. So I'll be right back. I gotta go get a cotter pin, and I'm fixing that right now.
Rut-row?
Rut-row.
What's rut-row?
Well, I got this nice fancy, well, I got a cotter pin stuck out of the lid there, but got this nice fancy cotter pin kit here. And 1/8 by 2 is the smallest one I got. Yeah. Okay, I see him. He's trying to get away, but we ain't gonna let him. Alright, we got that. But I think it's too big to fit in this little hole. And it is. Half of it won't even go in there. What the? Ah! That is what sadness looks like. Right there, firsthand. You guys seen it. I'll show you sadness again. Not going in there. Too big. Mom Bear? You know what this means? We need to go to Boneheads. Because I need this cotter pin. Because that drives me nuts. And it scares me every time it does it. And one of these times it's going to do it and then go boom. If the governor don't catch it. It will. Yeah, it's a meltdown. And we don't want little Craig to have a meltdown. We can't afford that. Can't afford little Craig to have a meltdown.
Well, let's go to Bones.
Alright, we'll be back, guys. Alright, guys. If you're ever in Lawrence County and come to the beautiful town of Hiltonville, not a real big town, but you got Bonehead's gas station, hardware store, whatever. If Bone don't have it, you don't need it. Because this little place is packed. But, yeah, love this place. That's what we need right there. Okay, 16 by 16 by 3/4. Think what, we'll just get us a couple of these. Yeah, we got that many. Hopefully by the time I get home I'll at least have one. Alright guys, we got us a 16th by 3/4 inch long Get in there, you rascal. Okay. Got that rascal. Let's get the cotter pin spread. Alright, we got it spread. Alright, the cotter pin's in, guys. Let's go ahead and get these two bolts back in this carburetor. In that water brush. Alright. I think we got that good, guys. So show you guys what I mean by shutting the gas off and running the carburetor dry. So now it's got the gas blocked right there, so it's just going to run until the gas in the carburetor runs out. And then we always got an empty carburetor. We don't have gas sitting in there dumping the port stuff in that carburetor. The gas we bought today is garbage. you, Greg. Yeah, you're a great friend, fellow brother in Christ. I love you, brother. But I'm gonna leave this here. And I'm gonna leave this one here, and as always, keep on keeping on, because we love every single one of you. Jesus does too. And Craig said, I'm out.